Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 2 of Blasters and Bandits. I am the GM of this game, Josh902, and this is our lovely cast of players here, minus one who is missing, but it's okay, we got to stand in. Gonki's here to play Jindy. We're actually not sure what happened to Derper. He hasn't messaged us or anything, so we hope he's okay. And if he shows up in the middle of the game, it's fine, and we'll slot him in.
You got Ghebba the Slimey and Jeudy the Sleepy, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, right. Jindy's gonna be working on her arm an awful lot and not talking very much. But yeah, if you guys joined us last week for last week's episode of Blasters and Bandits, we had the introduction of the new crew of Oyen Rao, Jindy, played by Derper, Markus, played by our friend Bigfoot, Bayard, played by our friend ToastKnight, and Doc, played by our friend Midnight Loki, and Oyen, played by DT. So yeah, last week's episode was we get introduced into Ghebba the Hutt. Ghebba the Slimey. I should clarify.
Who is a Hutt?
Who is a Hutt? Yes. Who sent out a call to recruit new members to his cartel in a tournament known as Blitzraid, and we've got to be introduced to each of these characters. And then the Blitzraid tournament happened in groups of 3 groups, the players and 2 NPC groups, and ultimately the players, Oyen Rao and the others, successfully captured the droid echo that was rolling around the arena. Specifically, Markus rolled a triumph, which is the equivalent of a crit in this game, to capture said droid, and are successfully recruited into Ghebba the Slimey's Hutt cartel here on Nar Shaddaa. Now, before we continue onwards, there is no opening crawl this week, by the way. But before we continue onwards, we flash back to before the tournament match happened, to Markus talking with a Gron. I don't remember. Did you get his name, Markus, when we last played?
Yes, we got his name.
Okay.
It was
Crag, wasn't it?
It's
yes,
Crag. Yes.
Crag Brois.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we flash back to that moment because we kind of skipped over that conversation and we wanted to go back to it.
This is why the spreadsheet is a good idea.
It is. I have it open. I just wanted to make sure I gave you guys the name because I have my own spreadsheet and then you guys have a spreadsheet. And I wish I could share my spreadsheet with you guys, but that would be giving you way too much information.
Sure.
So yes, Markus, you were having a conversation with Crag. What do you remember exactly what you were doing when this conversation began?
I tried to intercede myself into a conversation between a Rhodian smuggler dude who was talking to another guy about how they had like operations going on like different places in Nar Shaddaa, and I was like trying to intercede myself in and sort of get my bearings on sort of the situation, as it were, like with things happening, within things. But I failed on that check, and he came up behind me and sort of tapped me on the shoulder. It was like, so you new around here, type of shit, and I clocked that he seemed to be dressed as seemingly like a spot, like some sort of spy or something like that. Somebody transplanted in to look innocuous, but it's actually like it's supposed to be like gathering information. Like that's how we go.
Yeah. Okay. So you've just had the introduction of Krog. He introduced himself to you. He's wearing like these dark, kind of very low key, type outfit. And what were you necessarily trying to accomplish? You were just trying to gather information. Is that what it was? Do you remember?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He was just trying to like sort of get some information, learn some about like what's going on, like what the situation is and whatnot with everything going on with like Ghebba and this entire sort of enterprise, right? Uh,
So you guys kind of shake hands and introduce yourselves to each other, and he looks at you. He looks at Markus and says, um, "If information is what you're after, I can help for you plenty. Uh, is there something specific that you would like to know? I have contacts on pretty much every level of Nar Shaddaa. If it's work you're looking for, that is a possibility that I could offer you, as well as information on the goings-ons in some of Ghebba's or perhaps another Hutt cartels, if that is of interest to you, operation." He kind of smiles and says, "Yeah," or sorry, he just kind of smiles at you. As weird as that is for a Gron to smile at you, he just kind of smiles at you. It's almost unnerving a little bit how friendly this guy is.
right, right. Marcus, what do you like? Yeah, yes. Any information regarding the uh regarding any jobs or any sorts of people maybe I shouldn't avoid or sorts of not to be in the direct path of and such or would be most most appreciated certainly. uh so I think jobs will probably be the focus, I guess.
Okay. Sure. So let me see which jobs he knows about, because I made a big giant list the other day. Nope, get out of here, decent. Nope, get out of here. Roll this. He knows 2 jobs. Which 2 jobs does he know? Better. He looks you over and kind of says, "Oh, that's a I can't place your accent. Where are you from? If I may be so inclined to ask that of you."
Oh, no, no problem. I'm from Karelia. Uh, First and foremost. Nah, just trying to figure out. You know, never been this far outside from the core, as it were, uh, before. So trying to find my bearings and whatnot.
Mm-hmm. He looks at you and says, I do have a little information on a salvage job. Um, I've heard that the Zon Consortium is looking for someone uh, to do a little salvage out. Oh, where was it again? I can't remember the exact location, but perhaps I could give you um, some contact information with the person in charge over there, and perhaps they can offer you some work. Kind of smiles
That would
again.
uh, that that would be so amazing of you if you could. Uh, and he'll like sort of like as he's saying it, because he's like his demeanor is like really like appreciative and like happy and shit. And as he's saying, he's like, "You're giving me such good news. could I buy you a drink real fast? Uh, are the drinks free here, or like what's the situation? I mean, before I
Uh,
say this, like,
but
because I feel like I was sipping on something before, so like I would know if like you had to pay or not.
they kind of give you like it's covered. Like you don't have to pay for drinks here because this is Ghebba's like
Okay,
invitation. It's kind of on him. But you could offer to give him like a get you a drink type of uh, deal, and he kind of looks you over. He looks at you
yeah,
and says, "No, no, respectfully, I must decline. I am not a big partaker in alcoholic type beverages. It kind of dulls the senses a little bit, and he kind of gives you that little unnerving uh smile again.
of course.
And he
Uh,
points. He kind of steps a little closer to you, and he points to um he points to who Oyen knows as Hosh, the Bothan, that has
mhm.
kind of been hanging around over in the corner, and says, "I hear that he has work as well. Although I'm not sure how well known that is." Kind of gives you a little wink. Keep it under your hat.
Much appreciated. Much appreciated.
Kind of nods, and he says, "Well, Marcus,
Uh,
if you have any other need of me, please feel free to reach out." And Marcus, you hear like a little beep noise as your kind of data pad receives like his contact information, basically. Um, for Krog.
listen, will do. I'll be sure to be in contact.
He kind of nods curtly, and then he walks away, kind of mingling back in with the
Right, right.
ongoing party. Um, we flash forward now until after the tournament has happened, and you guys are the party is kind of getting started again. Uh, Ghebba addresses you as a group this time and says, Ubanari beat as Uba, Niota and make as on Duba credits as Uba like Aji. Ask Tumbu occasional job boo cartel. Keep eye chuba, na ukuts, as wed is anyone might be shulu useful. While not be socha uchat manod. Ak anusanel wad shulu taken care of. Which means, basically, you're free to work as you please and make as many credits as you like. All I ask in return is the occasional job for the cartel. And to keep an eye out for new recruits as well as anyone that might be useful. While on Nar Shaddaa, your food, dock, and fuel fees will be taken care of by the cartel. Um,
Very nice.
and yeah, the party kind of kicks off into like a ruckus affair. All of you in the party all receive beeps as you all check your data pads. Did I make this? I did make this. Awesome. As a bounty pops up on them. And I think I can show this to you guys. Whoop. Let me know if that pops up for you guys. Show players. I think
I
it did.
see it. Yep.
Oh wow, it popped up on the other screen too. I can show the party this. I mean the stream this.
Tylo
It's
Strost.
yes, a bounty for Tylo Strauss. He is a disavowed hunter. That just pops up uh I'm going about this all wrong. Hang on 2 seconds. Kubis Chica who you guys have met previously, the guy that fills everybody with such terror, uh, uh, looks you guys over and says, "Now that you are all members of the cartel, you will have access to special jobs. This is one in particular. A former hunter of strong, uh, of the strong variety," he says. He kind of chuckles a little bit. This is Tylo Strost used to work for Ghebba, but has since gone missing. We strongly suspect that perhaps he has been recruited by a rival cartel. As such, Ghebba has put out a bounty for this particular person. To be collected alive, I believe, yes. And the last location that we have on him was that he was on Onderon, which for some reason didn't fill out in the bounty at the bottom. Like it's
I
supposed to
figured
be.
it was Onderon because the N was missing, but yeah.
Yeah, it is Onderon. That is where it's supposed to be. Doc, you may need to hit your pad to fix that. You know, little glitch there on the old on the old data pad as it left out the letter N on the end of Onderon. Totally wasn't my fault. But he says, yes. Also, this is not your current job, but it's just an option for you to undertake at this time if you so choose. You'll find Ghebba is most generous with his time to let you do what you wish, as long as you occasionally do the small jobs for him. And he kind of takes his place back up near Ghebba the Slimey, who's sprouted a fresh layer of ooze, it would appear, as the party gets under way a bit. What are you guys doing right now as the party is going on? You all kind of can acquaint yourselves with each other if you so choose.
Yeah, I think, we're all together or whatnot. So Marcus looks at everybody and it's like, well, he's like, well, since it seems like we'll be working together in the foreseeable future, why don't we get to know each other a bit better? And he'll like gesture to like sort of move towards like is there like a bar or somewhere like we could sit down, like a booth?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So the vehicle on which you are all riding, I called it a skiff last time. It's not really a skiff. It's more of like a barge type vehicle, and there are places to sit. There's bars to drink at. When you guys were here last, there were drugs going around. Like it's a whole anywhere you if it's there's totally somewhere to drink is what I'm getting at.
No.
At your pleasure. I'm at your service. Yes, let's have a chat.
Yeah, I will go walk to the nearest what is it, like I'm thinking of like in the Chalmers Cantina in A New Hope, how they have the little like, remember where Han and Greedo were sitting at? I'm just picturing like one of those things. So I'm just like walking up to it and taking a seat towards one of those.
Yeah.
That's the thing, guys. Just to intercede as a DM here, talking to the players and not as characters. If you can think of it and it fits within the scene, it totally exists there. All you have to do is say that it exists, because that's the type of game this is. All right, so.
Gotcha. Marcus, he takes a seat.
And then I will signal to the bartender, which I imagine is the same lady, the same Twi'lek lady, Lasara. Yeah.
Lasara. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I will just say
1 flagon of Sposhka, please.
Lasara kind of inclines her head to you, and it is delivered in just a few moments, fairly quickly. Oh, Ian, give me a perception roll, I believe. Just 2 purple dice will be the difficulty. Oh no! Roll destiny points. We need to roll destiny points.
we haven't done that at all.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Yep, we ain't done it. Ain't done it.
Shit. That's a good thing you remember that, because man, imagine.
Well, no,
playing the whole game without
I
it.
got so into the role playing, I fucking forgot. We need to roll destiny points.
Roll for destiny.
Which I believe you guys can just click on the destiny button down there. And I think if you click on the light and dark, it'll roll it for you. Does it? I have no idea actually.
No.
Wait, is this button?
It's to flip is the light and dark ones.
I got you. Hang on. Let me see. How do I do this? Ah, there you go. Click here to roll for destiny pool.
All right, there you go.
Oh,
Hey, we're doing good this
Oh,
week,
hey.
boys. Oh yeah. Yeah, boy.
What do we need to click for destiny points?
Just see in the
thing
chat.
that says click for Destiny Pool in the chat there.
Yeah, here we go.
Hey,
Wow. It is
All
heavily in
right,
y'all's favor today.
The light side of the force is strong with us this week.
By the way, guys, feel free to spend those however you want. If you have if you want to insert something major into the scene, you can always ask me and then be like, if I flip a destiny point, can I do this? You know? Like, just for an example, if you wanted Boba Fett to walk in right now and I approved it, and you wanted to flip a destiny point for that to happen, you could do that, is what I'm getting at. Just as an example. I'm not saying I would approve that at this moment. In fact, I would not.
Sure.
But
Yeah, you're just throwing stuff out there as examples. I got you.
Yeah. But yeah. So yes. Now, Oyen, give me a perception roll. 2 purple dice.
All right, perception. Let's see. 2 purple. Let's go. Hell yeah.
All right. So you do notice this thing. And the thing that you notice is you see Forta, the space pirate Twi'lek, with the big hideous face scar. He is looking at Lasara, and it's not like a bad look. It's like a kind of like a longing kind of look at her, from him. And then the threat is he notices you looking and he immediately scowls at you, Oyen. And then it kind of, it's not like I hate you for anything at this moment. It's just like, oh man, you caught me, kind of like, look, and he kind of backs off.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
So, on the topic of getting to know each other a little more, I can't help but notice, Bayard, you were a former Imperial.
Yeah.
And I...
Not exactly hiding.
Right.
I suppose it's going to raise more questions.
Well, I mean, the war is over. I don't see a reason for us to be, on opposite sides here where we already work together. So, I think we'll be all right. But yeah, just interesting observation that you don't seem to be hiding it at all.
It's not
especially these days.
It's not in like a, oh yeah, I miss the Empire kind of way. It's more of a, I don't get to hide kind of way. So if somebody does decide to take a shot at me because of it, I kind of have it coming. Just hope they don't miss.
This is an interesting statement. Do you regret your time working for the Empire?
It's complicated. It's yes and no. Mostly yes, I regret it. I did some good, but it was to shield a veneer of a million lies.
So you were forced to serve the Empire instead of enlisting on your own?
No, I volunteered because I believed the lies. So
Okay. I became
say that again.
Did you in retrospect feel deceived by the Empire?
Look, it's all complicated.
There's no judgment from me at all. I understand. Duties are duties. After all, I did notice something in the arena, though. You purposely switched your browser to your blaster to stop him, even though it was stated that the limits of the arena were in place and that nobody will die.
It's almost always on stone.
It's like y'all are having this conversation. Marcus has like the flagon of the spot. He's like pouring glasses for everybody.
yes. Take a drink of that.
Like, here you go.
And I
Actually, do you... He looks at Doc and he's like, do you drink? He's like,
Good question.
Doc will accept the drink, and then a straw will come out from the end of his beak and dip in the drink and beer.
Emergency induction port.
I'm just picturing the fucking Star Kid like pouring like the piss coming out.
I will, as Doc does that, I just go.
Well, that answers that.
Yeah, so there is something organic
Good.
under there.
Yes. No pessimism. Like, listen. Regardless of like former affiliations and whatnot, we all are coming together to do this work together, and we've tested each other's ourselves together in battle once, not knowing who any of us were. I'm pretty sure we barely knew each other's names before we stepped into the ring together, and we were able to accomplish pretty good feat. So
Yeah, we've all
I
got
feel like
instincts. That much is clear.
we have instincts, and we know what's necessary, what we can do, and as we move forward, we'll know more about each other and what is possible for us as a team. Is it what?
Yeah, I'm gonna raise my spotchka.
For new beginnings.
To new beginnings.
I'll drink to that.
Yes, to new beginnings. One more.
Yes. Well, speaking of, I have some news. Obviously, we were given a bit of information for a job from Ghebba in the cartel in the bounty hunting thing, but I was also given some information from informant of sorts, I guess you could say, from the Grown. His name is Krog. He gave me the line on a job, a salvaging job we could do if you were interested on. Where was it, Josh? I'm sorry.
Was it
you-
Onderon?
no.
Oh, no,
Onderon
you're
is the
talking about
bounty.
flashback thing.
The,
Yeah, okay, I got you.
I'm talking
The salvage job he just gave you contact information for, and
yeah, he gave me contact information.
and then he indicated to you that the Bothan Hosh
yes,
might also have a job available to
yeah.
you.
So he'll be like, I was given the information for the salvage job here, and I was also told that what I've noticed. Oyen was talking to the Bothan dude earlier, or no?
The other, I also need to make. I need you to have him make a roll for me, Marcus, about
Alright.
something that happened during the flashback.
Okay.
I just need to see what skill it would be. I'm looking in your character sheet.
No, yeah, got you.
Give me a underworld
Okay.
knowledge check.
Alright.
With a difficulty of purple and a red. It would be
Ooh. All right. Can I use the light side?
You totally can.
We have 7.
Yes, you absolutely can.
Yeah.
Yes, you can.
All right. So I'll use a light side point, and so that'll turn one of my greens to a yellow.
A yellow.
Correct?
Yes, and I think if you hit the light button, if you hit the number down there, I think it'll spin it, or I might have to hit it. I'm not sure if it works. Yeah,
Nope,
there you
there
go.
it is. All right. So okay. Let's see what we can do here.
And this is
All
gonna
right, so-
check what you might know about the Zon Consortium.
Gotcha.
Ooh, okay.
Okay, so just double checking. 1 yellow, 2 greens, 1 red, 1 purple would be mine, right?
Yep.
Okay. Hey.
You suffer 1 strain. That'll be the threat. As you kind of pile into your. It didn't dawn on you during the conversation with Krog, but it hits you now as you're sitting here. Wait, the Zon Consortium. It's the little bit you do know some things about it, which is mostly that it's has issues with the Black Sun, or has had issues with the Black Sun in the past, and that it was once run by, and possibly maybe still is run by, Tiber Zahn, who may or may not have helped rebels during the Galactic Civil War. It's really unclear. It's very hard to get information on the Zahn Consortium at this time. But what you do know is that they were once run by Tiber Zahn, and that they are, or have in the past at the very least, had run-ins with the Black Sun. How much you know about the Black Sun is up to you. But yeah, they are very very they're what's the best way to put this? They're out there, they're hard to get in contact with usually, I guess is what I'm trying to get at.
Okay. So then before he'll mention the bother thing, yeah, then he'll be like, yes. The other thing with this job is obviously would be if we were to do the salvage job, there would be possibly some interposing with the Zodian Concord. Is it the Concord? Is that what it's called? Like,
Is on
you
Consortium?
just said it.
Consortium.
Yes, the consortium. The consortium, in which are known to have ties with the well, not ties, but an antagonistic relationship with the Black Sun as an entity. So just something to keep in mind when making the decision for the job, obviously. I also believe I was given that there was could be a lead on the job from the would I have noticed? Can I make like a perception check or something to see if I would have noticed Toyin with the Bakken dude?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead and give me a perception. We'll do 2 purple.
Okay.
It's pretty easy. Like there was a lot of mingling going around, but you were kind of keeping your eyes out. So
Yeah. All right. We're bad at this, but we'll see.
you know what's crazy
Nope.
on the underworld? That underworld roll that you rolled earlier is like you rolled a shitload of threats, but you also rolled a shitload of advantages that canceled everything out. But yeah, you did not. Unfortunately, you did not notice
All right.
him
Then he'll
talking
just
to
right.
him.
Then he'll just say, he'll like point out and be like, the Bothan fellow over there. Seem he might have a lead on another job that we could do. Though that's a bit more of a like hush hush thing, like not too many apparently.
And you figured all that out on the way here?
Yeah.
Okay, you work fast.
You know, just trying to stay busy.
Plugged into the grapevine, are we?
Nice.
I'm just gonna say it, Loki. I can't understand anything you're saying at the moment.
I got you. Plug in the grapevine, right?
With
Yeah.
respect.
Is that better?
Yes. I can.
Yeah.
There's like on the previous one, there's like a little static on the end of it. Do you guys kind of hear the little staticky part?
Yeah,
That kind of
yeah.
like it drowns you out a little bit. It was fine last week, so I don't know what happened this week.
Maybe just need to get a little closer to the mic.
Yeah, Markus just finished me like, look, yeah, I wanted to lay out the different options that I found along with the one we were given by Ghebba. So, you know, we could sit on and think and try to decide what's the next step we want to move forward. Though, I will say, I don't know. Sorry. Does anybody have a ship to so for us to do these jobs?
Well, we did get a bounty target, and I'm no bounty hunter, but what I am is a pilot. I used to fly in the rebellion during the war, so I have my own ship, and I have my trusty co-pilot here.
As Oyen signals to his loyal astromech companion, Chippy, and
Yeah, so I'm no bounty hunter. I don't know. I don't know about going after this bounty target, but should we decide to do that, I could take you there. But about in terms of hunting him down, I'm no bounty hunter, so we'll have to figure that out. And I did get to speak to the Boston you were talking about, Hosh.
You did.
He too, when I got to speaking with him, he too was a former pilot in the Alliance, so we have that in common.
Nice.
So maybe we'll be able to get something out of him. I can go speak to him. I don't know how the rest of you feel about going after this bounty, but like I said, I'm no bounty hunter myself, so I wouldn't know how to even start with that. But I can go talk to Hosh and see what we can find out there.
Where's the salvage job?
Sounds. Was I just given the contact information?
You got contact information for a name that I have here somewhere.
Also, what would the check be for me to know Right. I'm trying to decide what the check is going to be for me to roll so that I can know if I know a language or not.
I
Would
don't
this
even think you
be?
need to roll. It's just do you know something or not? But if you want to roll for something,
Oh no, this is a me as like
that's a
the
you.
player.
Okay.
Like I just think it'll be fun to like
Okay.
roll and see if you know. Like
Okay.
that just sounds
So
fun to me.
think about the language you want to know. Where is it located in the Star Wars universe? And then you can do either a core world or an outer rim roll, or it could be a xenology roll. Might be, kind of what you are looking for.
I'm not bad at any of these. I guess this specifically right now would be the droid, right? So I think that would that fall into any of those, or would that be like mechanics?
Oh, so you want to learn I know if you know a droid one. Do an education roll. 2 purple.
Education, 2 purple.
It'll be knowledge. Yeah. There you go. Maybe we should just do knowledge rolls in general.
All right, education. No, I'm not gonna waste the light side. Let's see. Hey, oh,
You didn't need it, man. You didn't need it.
Oh,
Damn.
okay.
Jeez. Okay.
So, all right, Bigfoot, interpret your role here.
I'd say, I know it.
You definitely know it.
I think you know it really well.
I'm pretty fluent.
The success gets you
the binary language.
The success gets you the know it. What gets you what's the triumph here though? What is it about your education that would, knowing the ability to speak to droids and know this language, what about that gives you like something beyond what a normal person might have in terms of communication with droids?
I think in this situation, it's one where like he growing, like he learned to obviously like talk and deal with like organics and shit, right? And how best to like sort of deal with those situations and understand that and everything. And then he noticed that like a lot of people don't give droids like their time or their due, in like the sense of like treating them as other entities and shit, which he saw as like an easy way to like fall into like just studying like loosely history, right? Like of just like from the Clone Wars of like the Separatists with their droid army and shit like that, and how many things couldn't work without droids and shit, that he was just like, I need to be able to converse with them as fluidly as I can in organic any different like species, like alien, anything like that, because there could be just as much gleaned and just as much to be learned from them as like any others. And so he put in like a lot of time to like gain this because he was like, I genuinely like see it as there's only benefits to learning this, and there's nothing there's nothing that could hinder me from doing it. I think that's kind of what the triumph is kind of him knowing that like this is a extra bit that it's another tool in his belt, but it also just helps him to better understand the galaxy as a whole. Right?
I got you. Okay.
Do your pheromones work on droids?
Could that also be part of the triumph?
Your
pheromones work.
Your pheromones, like you learning all this stuff, makes it so the pheromones work on inorganics, like pheromones. in quotes.
Yeah, the
The
pheromone.
pheromone that relates with nympha.
It's like the sauce transcends like organic material. It's like they's like, oh, he put in work for this.
He's like, I got that Nepenthe, man. What's up?
If you would like to believe that, then you may believe that. I will neither confirm nor
that's just
deny
funny.
any pheromone.
Oh no, but anyway, Dave was gonna go over to the mountain, or Ian was.
Oh yeah, and you were going over to Hosh, I believe.
Well, yeah, I was saying to the group, like, what do we want to do here? Because I can go talk to him. But yeah, I'll go do that. Let's go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, let me see something. Could I go with him as well? I'll let him lead and everything, but I would like to also go.
Absolutely. I know that.
Yeah,
It's
Markus would be like,
totally up to
"Can I
you
join?"
guys. I always just kind of assume you're walking as a group, Jindy's over there.
Mhm.
She isn't talking much, but she's working on her arm a lot, and she's drinking on occasions, but
Mhm.
she's just kind of absorbed in some
I'm
mild
just picturing Jendi arguing with like an Ugnaught or something,
yeah. All of a sudden, you just hear "I have spoken" in the corner. Like, I'm not talking to you.
Yeah.
I have spoken.
Mhm.
Yeah, so I'll walk over. Markus and I will walk over to our boy Hosh, which I assume he's still here. He didn't leave.
He
did
is
he?
here.
I mean, I
No,
don't.
he's here.
I don't know
So
if he's still here
nobody's-
or not. Maybe.
So
maybe I
nobody's
should've
had
done
a
perception
chance.
check.
No, he's here because nobody's had a chance to leave the barge yet. It's moving again. It's moving toward
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
some destination right now. Hosh is there, and he sees you guys kind of walk over to him, and he's like, "Congratulations on your triumphant victory in the what the hell did I name the Blitzraid tournament."
You say, what the hell did I name that again? Yeah.
Greetings again, my friend. Thank you for the congratulations. I'm here with my associate here, Markus, and I heard.
Yes.
Well, we heard that you may have a job for us. Ghebba has accepted us in, and as long as we do a couple jobs for him here and there, we'll be all right. But one of the jobs we got was a bounty, and I don't know about the rest of the crew, but I'm no bounty hunter. So I'm trying to see if you have anything maybe more suited for us as opposed to that.
He kind of steps closer to you and says, "Shh, not so loud, friend, not so loud. Yes, I do have maybe something that could work for you. It doesn't pay in credits, however, it does pay in cargo that you could use to sell, perhaps some foodstuffs, food supplies. But yes, it's a little dangerous. It's a little dangerous. I'll be honest with you. But I need you to well, I have some data located on Iridonia that I need recovered, let's say. Yes. And he looks at you and he says, let's just say that acquiring this data would not be the most illegal of actions. And he kind of puts his hands up like that, like pilfering, like, steal, basically, is what he's implying here.
Sure, yeah.
It would be of great importance to me if you were able to do that, and it will benefit me, obviously, and you, and payment will be in this legal, completely legal cargo for you to sell foodstuffs. So, it is on a heavily fortified estate, however. However you gain entrance into it, it's like oh, how do you say this word? palatial, like a palace. I can't say the fucking
I
word.
got you.
Because I'm not
Palatial?
palatial. That's the word. A palatial estate that's heavily fortified on Eridonia. However, if you are able to procure that through any means that are at your disposal, there will be yeah, that's the job. But keep it a little on the down low.
As he
Quite
says
dangerous.
that, I'm going to like get closer to him, like just like enough so like I can speak to him without having like anybody else here.
Mm-hmm.
Who are we? Who may I ask? Are we stealing this or procuring these supplies from?
The data would be from a I am a Zabrak. God, can't think. Brain not working. Named Pana Tanao,
Pana to now.
which I'll put in chat for you guys. The name.
How might we come into contact with this character? This Pana to know.
Well, it'd probably be best that you not necessarily contact Panana. Sorry, Panana Tanao. I almost said something else. Uh, Seeing as how you will be stealing from him, but um, he is located.
Okay, I see.
Yeah, he's the target. Is basically what I'm. I thought that's what you were asking.
Well,
he
at
is.
first I was, yeah, but
Yeah, I got you. He's a very wealthy Zabrak on Eridonia. How he's made his money, I don't know. Hosh says he's like, I don't know how he's rich, but he has very important information that I need.
Marcus is looking to be like, come on. And is there a timetable on this request? Or
No. He looks at you and says, he looks over at you, Marcus, for the first time. And you notice that I don't know how well I described Hosh the last time that we played, but he's like, he's a Bothan. He's like brown fur with little streaks of gray running through it. He does have like a little bit of a where are my notes for this group for Hosh? He has like deep like grooves in his face that like where he's been wounded and kind of scarred up a little bit. Yeah. So that's kind of what he kind of looks like.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. No specific timetable.
Yeah, no specific timetable, he says.
No specific time. Okay. And you just require the information and the cargo, correct? He's saying like at a discretionary level, obviously, like closer to him. He's like, all right. Gives us much to think about, and then much to think about, and then he'll like turn to and he'll like he'll like put his, because I assume that's, well, he'll ask like, is there anything else you can tell us about? Kind of like, obviously you don't know how he came into his wealth, but you said it's a very defensible place. Are there any specificities? Uh, is it of interest to any other parties that we might need to know?
He looks. I keep saying he looks. he responds and just says, there should not be anybody else after what I'm after. I can't offer a whole lot more information than what I've already given.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's perfectly fine. Well, and then at like uh a slightly higher level, like Marcus will start like talking at like a level to where like people like before it was like this is obviously like more into like almost whisper. And this level is like if you were passing by, you could hear what he was saying, but that you probably wouldn't care. And he'll be like, "Well, it was a pleasure meeting you. Uh, meeting you. Thank you very much for this information." And uh he'll like go like he'll put his hand out to like shake his hand uh for that, and he'll also uh ding him with like his contact information and shit on the comm and
Yeah.
whatnot, and be like, well, we'll be in touch.
I'm gonna lean closer to him again and say,
So that's all the information you give us. What exactly are we supposed to extract from this guy? Besides the cargo.
All I need is you to uh, slice into his mainframe and retrieve data files related to Project Blueberry.
Okay, Project Blueberry. Understood.
And you get the sense, Oyen, that he trusts you more than he trusts Marcus. No offense to Marcus. But he says, no offense to your friend here, but you're the one I trust at this moment. So he offers you a little bit more information.
All right, Wolf. Thanks for the information. We'll be in touch and we'll keep in contact.
He nods at you and says, don't get yourselves killed.
and then we just, I assume Marcus and I walk back to the rest of the gang.
And they're walking back, Marcus will like turn to you and turn away and just be like, because like it looked like he leaned in to tell you that and whatnot.
Yeah.
That extra bit of information. And he'll like ask you of like, okay, so okay, did he give you more? He was obviously you don't you don't have
I
to
got.
tell
I,
me if you don't
I
want
have
to.
more of an idea of what we're after and what we need to do.
Good,
But
good.
now we have another. Well, I don't know if it's a problem or an issue, but we have something else to talk about with the crew.
There's another option on the table.
Yeah.
Uh,
And so
And so as we get to everybody else, I say,
but we have options. We have a few jobs we can take. Uh, so let's. Anybody have any thoughts on what we should do for our first official job for this cartel? We can go get the salvage. Marcus and I just talked with Hosh, and this is another tricky one that doesn't necessarily pay in credits, but it pays in cargo. And we also need to seek some information from a wealthy Zabrak on Eridonia. But yeah, let's. What say you all? What are we? What's the plan? What are we doing?
Just a point of clarity here. This will not be for the cartel. This is not a job
yeah,
for the cartel. This is specifically for Hosh.
What kind of information are we talking about?
Unknown.
The information
Unknown.
that Hash was telling me is that he wants. I don't know if any of you can slice in the main our slicers or hackers, but we need to slice into his to this Zabrak's mainframe and gather information on something called Project Blueberry. That's all I know. That's what we're after. I don't know what it is or what it does, but that's what we need to do, as well as the cargo, which will be not only our payment, but yeah, also part of the quest too.
I certainly know my way around a mainframe, computers. I'm half of one myself.
Only half, is that accurate?
It's an approximation.
Marcus will be like, yes, I also have a fair hand around slicing and compute and cybernetic where if it were to come to it. So I'm none of these jobs seem to. What was it? Did it? Sorry. Did it feel like there was a timeline for this? Well, actually, no. I'll do that in a second. Instead he'll be like, "Listen, two of these jobs we understand. We have a bit more of an idea of where we're going and what we're doing. I'll contact the salvage job liaison and see and gain more information on that, so that we have a clearer picture of what we're doing in that capacity before we make any full decisions right now. If that's okay with all of you, of course. I'm sorry.
More information is more information.
I see this as a good thing.
I
We
agree.
can fully weigh our options once we find out information for each and every job. So go ahead.
Okay. All right. I wasn't given any time or anything, just the contact number, correct?
Correct. Just like
Okay.
the equivalent of a Star Wars contact number, like a
Right.
hollow.
Yeah,
A
like
place
I
to
have the
contact.
hollow. I have
Whatever
the
the fuck
hollow
they call
number
it
and
in Star
shit.
Wars.
So I'll hit the or not out here. Oh, he'll like excuse himself to like a more secluded space,
Sure.
where there's like nobody around, and like find the frequency and make the transmission, hit the transmission and whatnot. I don't know if I need to make a check for that or what.
No, because it kind of gives you what you need. So you will need. No, you won't need to do that. Yeah. So the communication device that you use kind of rings and rings, and then it eventually beeps, and are you using like a communicator? And this is totally up to you, Bigfoot. That can you can see the other person that you're talking to, or is it just a audio visual? I mean, an audio one.
I think I don't. I think it would be audio. I think audio only. Or no, it would be visual. God damn it! I was like, just because I'm like, I don't think he's been in the game long enough to have like that discretion. To like think of like audio. So yeah, it'd be like a full video type joint.
So okay, so as there as it rings and eventually it is answered, where you would normally see a visual representation of the person that you were contacting. Instead, you see just kind of like a large silhouette, and the voice that kind of beams through the communicator is distorted to the point that you can't really recognize it. Uh, but it says the voice kind of comes out and says, "Hmm, I haven't seen you before." He responds, "Pray tell, how did you get this communication?"
I received your communication through uh, a associate of mine by the name of Krog. Uh,
Ah, yes, yes. Uh,
he told me you might be in need of some assistance uh, upon a job, and so I wish to just gather more details as when necessary.
yes, okay. If Krog has given you contact information, then you are probably of the sort that would be useful to us. He's very careful not to mention any names. He says, "Yes, we have a job that will require a little bit of an investigation. Uh, but we have heard of a ship in the sorry, I'm looking at my map here. In the mid rim near near where am I looking for it? Give me just a second, guys. Sorry, I'm bad and forgot to look this up.
Good.
The mid rim.
Sorry, not the mid rim. The outer rim. It is near the uh, uh, yeah, sorry, just in the outer rim. There is a derelict Lambda class shuttle that we believe could possibly be salvaged. We have no idea what is necessarily on board. As you know, Imperial ships were confiscated by the New Republic when the war was over, and we are always looking for any type of ship or supplies that might possibly be salvaged from such an endeavor. As you know, perhaps it might be dangerous and also might pose a threat in terms of it's possible that this is a New Republic ship that has gone missing, and maybe perhaps they haven't found out about it yet. Perhaps we could procure what may be on board.
Yeah, of course, of course. So just to just to be clear, so the job would be to board and on salvage whatever might be available within it. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
okay.
The payment could be in credits, or perhaps you would like a favor that we might be able to grant within our power.
Yes. Yes. Could I have some time to discuss this with my associates to um before I return to get back to you? And if we're able to take and accomplish this job. Uh
The voice crackles over the comms, and he says, "Yes, but I would recommend being quick about it. Remember, the clock is ticking, and it's quite possible that the New Republic already knows of this."
Of course, you'll be hearing from me soon. And then, as soon as the communication will end, uh, all right. Then he'll go back to the spot with everybody and relay all the information to y'all.
A
So,
derelict Lambda shuttle.
down to
And it's time
class.
sensitive. I'm not sure how
Time
time.
sensitive.
I don't think the others are not time sensitive, are they?
Not specifically, no.
No, they're not.
Well, this one is. This is the only one. So we need to decide if we want to do this one or not, because the New Republic may be on it already, or
Yes.
pirates, or scavengers, or who knows who might be there.
Any dangers?
We don't know how old this derelict is? Like how long it's been out there?
I was just given a Lamba class shuttle, right? Probably Imperial. Like, is that like basically what I was given? Josh?
Yeah, you're basically given. It's a Lambda class shuttle. Could be an old Imperial wreck. Could be a New Republic wreck that had been, because the New Republic took those ships.
Imperial tech can be quite lucrative and hard to get a hold of these days. With it being, illegal and all. Contraband.
Yeah. It's true. Well, we have a different decision. As Oyin said, this is the only one that is time sensitive. Yeah. So I'd say that Oyin, obviously, it'd be your ship we travel on, but I do think it could be very profitable to see to this shuttle. Obviously, you'd
I'm up
rather.
for checking it out. I don't know how the others feel, however.
Yeah.
I agree. There's no timer on the others.
Yeah.
I'm for it.
Look.
Like I said, Imperial technology can be pretty useful.
I mean, Jindy. And Jindy, how do you feel about all of this?
Jindy just
She nods.
She nods. And she's like, "Yeah, I'll go along with whatever."
Yeah.
All right, we are in a court. We have been in a court.
Very well. May fortune favor us here today as we travel to this derelict Lambda class shuttle.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so there's a little bit more time. If you guys are done with exploring the barge, it will eventually come to a stop up in the promenade area of Nar Shaddaa and allow the disembarking of everybody on it. You receive location information for where Ghebba the Hutt's main base would be, like his main area. He is located on the promenade. There is like a little offshoot area that is his there, and they make their way over there, and you're up to do with whatever you like. You are now on the entirety of Nar Shaddaa.
Nice.
All right. Well, I don't
As
know.
as this mission is pretty time sensitive, I think we should head out as soon as possible. But in case there's anything you guys need to do here while we're still here on Nar Shaddaa, I say we get that done and we head out as soon as we can.
Alright.
I
I
was gonna say, your ship. Do you have EVA suits or anything like that? Because if it's derelict, it might not have life support. There might be no air to breathe.
Yes, we'll be fine. We'll have suits on board. It's a my ship's a freighter. You'll see it when we get there. But yeah, I have accommodations and necessary equipment and tools and things.
That's all I need to know.
well, I Marcus will wait until I don't know if y'all have anything that y'all want to do because like he's just gonna wait until we're on the ship to like call back the number and shit. So
Nah, I mean, if like I said in character, like if we're ready to go, if nobody
alright.
has anything else to do here, I think we should just
Let's
head to
go.
the landing pad or the docking bay and get down out of here.
I think I have everything I need for this particular mission if we're ready to go.
Since we're on the promenade,
Yeah.
Josh, we just take like a speeder or like a taxi or
Yeah.
something back to the docking bay.
Yeah, you can absolutely do that. Yeah, you guys are able to, without much trouble, hail a taxi, and eventually go to Hangar Bay 12, which is where your ship is currently located. Oyen, if you want to describe what your ship looks like, please feel free to.
So, if you want to pull up the image, Josh, and show everybody my ship here is a YT customized YT 1300 freighter. So it is like think of the Millennium Falcon, but just modified. As you can see, it
Nice.
has some blaster cannons on the sides. There isn't one in this image, but there should be one up top too, in their center little area there. It has a radar dish. It's got the engines there in the back. Those two little like ports that are like leaning kind of this way and that way are like escape pods. So there's one on this side, one on the other. The cockpit is directly in the middle there. And yeah, it's just a customized YT 1300 named the Trinity Viper. And yeah, there it is.
All right.
She's gorgeous. She's gorgeous. Yeah. So I guess we'll enter. He'll say that to you like when he'll be like, "Oh, the ship's gorgeous."
Thank you.
That's
I
great.
was able to acquire it after my service in the rebellion, and I've been smuggling with it ever since. And then Chippy, get the ship fired up and prepped for our departure.
Oh yeah. Yeah, like as you say that, he'll like go to Chippy and he'll be like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, so sorry. Sorry, I didn't mean to be rude. I'm Markus Ivery. I'll be in your care as well. Chippy, it's a pleasure to be working with you." Um, and so yeah, to Chippy, it like and yeah, they'll enter the ship as well.
All right. Chippy beeps happily as he boards as you all board the Trinity Viper, and he plugs himself in and begins plotting a course toward the outer rim. Now, the outer rim is very large, so you will have to do some searching. But we need to make first an astrogation check, I believe.
Yes, yes.
Ding,
Astrogation.
ding, 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 ding.
I can do that, good sir.
Yeah.
Hey.
It'll
But,
be 2 purple dice. I'll be the astrogation.
all right, let me roll. What?
Ooh. So something shorts out somewhere, and so failure doesn't mean you can't enter it. Obviously, with enough time, you can enter anything. Well, all it does do is cost you some time.
Yeah.
Ultimately, Chippy and you are eventually able to enter a course set for the Outer Rim as you all enter. As you take off from Nar Shaddaa and eventually enter hyperspace.
Hyperspace, light speed. Let's go.
And as we enter, or before we enter, Marcus will
Here we
make
go,
the
baby.
call.
Let's go.
Oh
Yeah.
shit! He'll make the call to the. This is so cool.
Right? It's bad. It's so badass, dude.
So cool.
The first time I saw it, I was losing my mind when Josh showed it to me. It was great.
Sadly,
yeah,
it is a little laggy on my end.
And make the call telling them they will take the job, and he'll call and be like, "Yes, we'll."
Oh, I forgot to give you guys vision of this fucking thing, didn't I? Shit.
Yeah.
Let me fix that.
I just figured we're in space, so there's nothing here.
Yep.
No, there is something here. I just forgot to give you guys vision of it. Hang on. There you go.
Oh, look at that.
Nice. That's so sick.
That's fucking cool, man.
Sorry about that.
Cool.
The galaxy map and everything. Oh, that's dope. This is cool, man.
So cool.
So yeah,
All
we're
right.
just traveling in light speed.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, Josh, I called, accepted the job for us or whatever. So I don't know if I was
All right,
given
yeah.
anything of like a place to
what
like
was
drop
your,
off. Or
What was your contact's name again?
I wasn't given a name. I don't think.
Oh, okay, just some guy. All right.
Oh shit. Damn it. Sorry, I forgot to give it to you, Bigfoot. That's my bad. He was gonna introduce himself. He has minor canon correction here. The response only is the name Kadan. When you call back and accept the job, which you didn't need to do, but we'll take this as a moment to clarify that there is the name Kadan. Kadan.
Kadan. Yes. All right. And I was told to. Was I given a coordinates for like where to like rendezvous for like the drop off or whatever?
No, that will be given to you if you successfully complete the job.
If we successfully complete the job. Okay. Dope. All right, so we're just in hyperspace for a little bit.
We need to be careful that the New Republic doesn't roll in on this either, because who knows what this is and what, what we have no idea what we're about to encounter. So it could be anything.
So I need to actually calculate the travel time that this is going to take.
No, it's always prudent to be cautious. And like Marcus is saying this, and he's like going around the ship. He's not touching anything, but he's like familiarizing himself with like all the shit and all the shit and the shit.
Describe your interior of the ship for me, if you would be so kind.
So the interior, I am a fan of Lando's Millennium Falcon. So think of it more akin to Lando's Falcon, like in the Solo movie. So it's definitely more like that, more clean, more crispy, more like just nice looking, like on the inside. So just think of like Lando's Falcon as the interior of the ship.
Yeah. Listen, I think we can all agree. We love Han and Chewie, and we love what they did with the man. But Lando had a better everything.
Lando's Falcon is the best. Han and Chewie, that shit's a dump, bro.
They
like
fucked
straight
up his shit. They fucked his shit up. That's it. Like, he's like, looks.
So it's just nice and clean and shiny, and like I got Chippy like looking out for the insides of the ship and just keeping it maintenance and all that. So we're doing good, man. It's looking nice.
Not used to this level of care on a smuggling vessel.
Chippy and I do the best we can to keep it well, not only maintenance, but for an occasion such as this, when we have a larger crew, we like to have it ready at any time, at any given moment.
Certainly appreciated.
Oh yes, it's amazing.
The only thing I don't have is a cape closet, which that'd be amazing. But
Do you have
that's
a
Lando's, man.
do you have a bunch of coats that all look the same?
Well, I guess
Different colors.
it would yeah, depending on the situation, right? Like if it makes sense to have like a different coat for depending on where you're going and all that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just want you guys to
Also,
know.
As
Took me.
yeah.
people are kind of walking around and looking at the ship, at some point, Doc is probably just like intensely staring at Chippy, but Chippy is reacting as if they're having a conversation. It's just not audible.
Mhm.
Like, so am I just hearing like the fucking Chippies have for the conversation? Like Chippies just being like, oh yeah, I be doing that on the weekend. What you mean? And everything. Da, 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 da. It's like, no, yeah, oh yeah, oh we get up to shit. Yeah, it'd be crazy.
These floors are nice and squeaky. I cleaned them myself, man. Thank you.
I did the work. I did the work. What were you saying, Josh? I'm sorry.
Oh no, my thing can wait till after we're done with the game. It's not. It's not important.
Yeah, I guess Marcus, he'll see like a Doc fucking staring intently at Chippy, but hearing Chippy's other half is just like he'll like go over and be like, "Are excuse me, are you able to just have a conversation? Sort of. What's the right word? Are you talking right now to Chippy? I guess is the question you'll ask.
Yes, sorry, my apologies.
Whoops.
My people, we have a certain implant that most of us get that allows us to communicate amongst each other non-verbally, but also has a interesting side effect of being able to communicate with droids.
I think I understand. It allows you to key in on the frequency, so you don't need. Okay, that's insightful, interesting. It's incredible. uh, wow, very impressive. So, also, I was curious. What was the weapon that you unleashed during the blitz to against the Gamorrean god? Is that of your own design, or of course? If I'm intruding, please. No, there's no need to answer any of my questions. I'm just curious of the nature of it.
Oh no, not at all. Not an intrusion at all. And Doc will kind of flick his wrist, and you'll see out of his hand is completely mechanical, and in fact, like his arm of his elbow, which you can't really see because it's under his robes, but is all mechanical. And when he flips his wrist, it and kind of turns his hand into sort of a gun shape. You can see that his finger is actually hollow and has a pneumatic tube with some darts in it. And he's like, it's actually a clinical thing. It's a way of administering anesthesia. And And sometimes, for various reasons, it's advantageous to be able to administer anesthesia from across the room.
Incredible. It's it's an ingenious idea. Because yes, there could be times in which it's much easier or too hectic to administer it in the traditional sense, is right. As we've seen in previous encounters.
In my experience and in my practice as a physician, not all of my patients are entirely compliant.
Of course. Understandable. Understandable. Alright. Very interesting. This is a new it's a interesting and new addition to my knowledge. I've never seen anything quite like this within the galaxy. Uh, in my humble travels. So thank you for imparting this knowledge onto me.
Of course, of course.
Very much. Yeah, and then what's Bayard doing?
He's just listening right now. He's just taking a bunch of mental notes.
Got you. I think Markus he'll be like, well, give me a moment. I'm going to continue to sort of familiarize myself with the rest of the ship. Because and he'll like step away from dock and start like going through the ship some more and sort of like looking around, figuring out where are the like gunning stations and shit like that, like where are all the things, just in case like shit goes, like he knows where shit is. It could like point it out to people or whatever. Like if it comes up, right?
Yeah.
With Oya's permission, like it won't come up and be like, is it alright if I take a look around the ship and sort of familiarize myself with, the gunning stations, the nav reports, and all the different things just in case something were to go awry during the mission, so that we're better prepared to move into position to assist in those senses.
Yeah, go ahead. Take a look at the wall there.
And then like I'll point. You see here at the image you're seeing right here with the light speed thing. I'm imagining like off screen here on the right side, there is like a layout of the ship, and like here's this room and that room. Here's the cargo room. Here's like the gun turret to the right, the gun turret to the left. So anyway, just the layout of the ship.
Gotcha.
Take a look at that, and yeah, feel free to familiarize yourself with the ship, and that goes to any of you. The map of the layout of the ship is right over here, or just go and explore it on your own. That's fine.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
In the meantime, Chippy and I will get us to the to where we need to go.
All right. Let me know. Well, I guess I'll know whenever we come out of hyperspace. But I'll go check out the rest of the shit. And yeah, he'll go and sort of look at the rest of it. See what familiarize himself with it, figure out where everything is.
And
So
Doc is still wearing his mask, but Loki had to breathe.
Yeah.
that is completely fair.
True.
But I do like the idea of Doc just walks into a room and doesn't have his face on anymore. Nobody recognizes him. We've been playing for an hour and a half. What do you guys say we take a break? And we'll come back in just a few minutes, guys. Just give me a thumbs up in the Discord when you're back. Chat, don't go anywhere. We'll be back in just a few minutes. Get up, use the restroom, get drinks, and we will be right back after this. Hello, everyone. We are back from our break. So yeah, you guys are traveling to the Outer Rim, roughly, and yeah. Is there anything else you want to do on the ship before we exit hyperspace, guys?
I think at some point, Doc would meander to the cockpit to have a conversation with Oyen, as we're traveling.
Okay.
So just kind of plop down, or like sit down in like an empty co-pilot seat.
Yeah.
Oyen, so I had a bit of a subject that I was curious about. Maybe we could have a chat.
Sure, we got some time.
As my character, in the middle of this of our flight over there, reached out and got some food from the pantry, and I'm like, I got a bowl with me, and there is some Mantel mix in it, which, if you guys are unfamiliar with what that is basically just Star Wars popcorn. So I'm just eating that as I'm listening to what the Doc has to say.
So, after we completed our little arena tryout with Ghebba, you made a deal with him for a long off possibility of maybe earning the freedom of someone that you do not know. I was curious what your motivation was for that.
Ah, yes. Well, as I said before, I was a former member of the Alliance to save the Alliance, Rebel Alliance, and I just split away from the New Republic because I just wasn't really down with the way they were doing things, and I wanted to go out and still be able to help people out in the galaxy, but be able to do it my own way. So if I can even help someone such as her out for setting her free and earning her freedom, then I will do my best to do that. On my end, it seems like a fair deal. It only requires a little bit of work to for the cartel and for him. So yeah, that's all there is to it, really.
And that is admirable for sure. I myself am a Outer Rim native to Hutt Space, so indentured servitude is rather a part of life out here. So it's striking to me that someone be willing to put out time, effort, energy, resources, money for someone else's freedom. It probably shouldn't be novel, but it is novel, to me at least.
Do what I can. I can't obviously save everybody or free everyone, but if I can do a little bit of here, a little bit there, then I can, make the galaxy a better place here and there, then I'll do what I can.
Well, that is certainly admirable and makes me more drawn to work with you and travel in this group. I feel. I don't know if I necessarily believe in destiny, but I feel as if this is somehow meant to be.
Well, it'll be fun working together,
And I reach out my hand to Doc, like in a let's shake hands kind of thing.
Pleasure to have someone with your skills and abilities on board.
Absolutely.
Also, while they're doing that, like Marcus will probably come around from like doing his round of like looking at the ship and everything like that.
Mhm.
And he'll go over because they are just chilling, like kicking back in the back, right? All right, then he'll go over to Bayard, and he'll, I don't know if there's a seat near him or some shit. Let's say there is.
Oh,
Sit down.
there's plenty of seats, man.
Yeah. Sit down next to him, and he'll be like, "Hey, sorry, if I'm interrupting you or anything right now. I don't know if you were deep in thought.
Nope,
Something was
just
happening."
sitting.
Listen, yeah, it could be that, of course. Sorry, but I was curious about something because obviously as I could see in the battle, you're obviously skilled with a blaster. You know how to work it and everything like that. So I was curious, like how do I phrase this correctly? The way, kind of, where do your skills lie? I guess I would say because I saw that you were handy with a blaster. The way you talked about your, however you want to call it, your service to the Empire, anything of that nature, it seems as if it, it felt more as though you wanted to defend and protect. Uh, in that's more where your knowledge lie. Maybe I read too much into what you were
No,
saying.
you're sort of on the right path. Um, when I was younger, I just wanted to be like a soldier, really. I thought they had a purpose, structure, fighting for something more than credits, which is basically what I knew at the time. And so when the First War ended and the Empire rose, I was still a kid. And I thought it was my responsibility as a good citizen of the Empire to enlist, not avoid responsibility like so many of my peers. So I got the armor from a friend, enlisted with a fake name. They found out, they always find out. Uh, explained myself. They let me stay. It's really that simple. But like I said before, I was a true believer. I thought everything that they were doing was for the greater good until that idea got pushed too far and I left.
See, I see. It's like he's thoughtful of like what you're saying. Like, and then he'll be like, "What I would say to that is, you know, it's through your intentions were not wrong. It's like an idea. You wanted to serve, to protect, to put yourself on the line for something you saw as being important and greater, and it's for the whole of the galaxy, was it not? It's through no fault of your own. The machinations of those a much higher vantage point were not to be seen through your eyes. I know that isn't a large comfort to you, probably, but it's no less true. But you wanted to protect, or you still want to protect. Is that not true? Of like your intents, your things,
No,
you still want to serve.
That's right.
So, and isn't this the time when we can find the next, all of us, the next step in what we want to do in our lives, like where we want to go from here? Like we've come together, we found each other, we're moving, we're doing tasks. We can make, through our own small ways, protect and serve the galaxy in the ways we think it best benefit the people, right? Isn't that what we're all hoping to do in some ways?
I can't say for sure what everyone wants.
Yeah. True. It is different for everyone, but suffice to say, I think your aspirations are noble, and I look forward to being by you, to working alongside you, hopefully seeing some of those aspirations come to be.
Well, it's a very kind thought, and it
Mm.
will remain to be seen.
Yes. Yes. I digress. I'm sorry if I was just intruding and prodding a little too much there.
You're fine. You would definitely know if you weren't.
Thank you very much. Yeah, he'll chill out. Just wait, see, like whenever we come out of hyperspace.
Okay. Everybody done?
Yeah. Oh,
All right. So it takes a couple of days because travel in hyperspace is a little weird, but
Sure, yeah.
um,
Couple rotations.
rotations. You travel at the speed of plot. Um,
As everyone does in Star Wars, yes.
yes, the speed of plot, and you come out in the outer rim as you do. Let me
Right.
as you do over on this one, I believe. Hopefully, we'll play.
And then, like, just in case, I would imagine everybody knows we're pulling out of hyperspace, but just in case, like, they don't feel it or they don't know.
Heads up, we're just out of hyperspace.
all right.
And where are we pulling up to, Josh?
So I've already moved your token, It is down here. My pinging is not working. Oh, I'm on the wrong fucking. There you go.
Gotcha.
So you are currently out in the
I
outer
travel
rim.
quite a bit. Yeah.
Yes, and in fact, I need anybody can do this,
Okay.
and I'm not sure how to make this happen. I need somebody to roll a force die for me. Now, just to open just the dice
Ooh.
menu, below in the chat menu, you see a button that
see
looks
it.
like a D20. If you click that, that'll open just the straight up dice menu. Just roll one force die, and this is nothing you guys need to worry about. I just need somebody to roll it for me. And I need a piece of paper. Write it over there.
Well, it was bound to happen at some point.
Okay. All right. Thank you for that. Okay, so you guys really don't have necessarily a whole idea of where in this vast stretch of space this derelict ship is. But you can most certainly make a check.
Yeah, I was
To
gonna say,
do
like,
that,
can I
Where-
like put some use some scanners or something to kind of search the area?
Yes, I'm just
Yeah,
trying to
I was
see
like-
which skill it'd be.
What skill it is? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be computers.
Computers. All right. I don't know who all
Well-
wants to hit it. I'd be fine hitting
What are
it.
we-
if-
Who has the best? Who's the best?
who has
I-
what's everybody's computers?
I am very good at computers. 2 yellow and a
Alright.
green.
Ooh.
I'd say you are the best at that. Yes.
Yeah, you gotta go.
So go ahead and give me a check, Doc. It'll be 3 purple dice. Don't forget you guys do have destiny points. I'm just reminding
Yep.
you. I'm not saying you have to use one, but you do have them. Because I know it's easy
I
to
would
forget.
say use one in
I'm
this
saying
case.
might as well turn it to all yellows versus purple.
I can do that. Oh, no. I want to upgrade. There we go. Okay.
You are using one. I'll flip it for you. You don't have to worry about that.
Yeah. And there we go.
Success and 2
Yes.
advantages. You have. So 3 things pop up on the scanners.
Okay.
One of them, Doc, you're able to discern is most definitely the derelict, but you also find 2 other targets near the derelict. They are ships. And yeah, I'd say with your roll, you're able to discern that they are Z95 headhunters ships.
Okay.
All right. I'll announce that.
We have company, a couple of headhunters in the area.
Z95s. They
You say yes.
are they also derelict, or are they like moving around?
They are operational. The computers will give you the readout. It is also known Z95s are a very common outlaw type ship.
Is there?
We
Do they have
some
any
pirates on our
markers?
hands.
All right. Is there any specificity with like the ships or anything like that? Like,
Yeah. Can we roll a perception check, Josh, to see if there's like they have like any sort of like if they're part of any like cartel or criminal organization
identifying
or
markers,
anything like that?
or-
You if you want to use perception, you'll have to be within range of viewing them, actually seeing them.
Gotcha.
Okay.
The scanner does not give any readout on them having any affiliation with anybody, but that would not be uncommon. That wouldn't really be that uncommon.
Yeah.
Like they could be
Right.
civilians, they could be anybody. You know, like you'd have to get a It's usually kind of like the general markings on a ship that would kind of declare its intent.
How close are they to the Z95 or to the Lambda shuttle?
Did I know that from the scan?
Yeah, they are. They are close. They're investigation range. I'll give it that. They're close enough to it that they are. It's easy to tell that they are looking at it. That's the word.
So we have competition We have competition, boys.
So it would seem, yeah. They are certainly aware of the derelict's existence. Whether or not they're interested in it, it's easy to assume.
What do we want to do? Because we're pretty far out from them. Are they closer to it than us?
They are closer to it than you are to them or the derelict.
He was saying they're in investigation range to the shuttle.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Would we be close enough to know if there was or scan for life signs on the derelict, like to know if they were boarding or on it?
I'll say with your 1 success and 2 advantages, you're able to discern that there are no life signs on the Lambda at this moment.
Okay.
So at least for the time being, it doesn't appear that they are on board of the ship, at least from what the scanners can tell at this range.
Would what I would know, like we have a roundabout, like where would there have been any, would I have known, or could I roll to see if I would have known, if he would have known if there were like any specific, like in this specific sector of the Outer Realm, are there any specific people of note of like cartel leaders, anything like that would be like patrolling this, or not patrolling, but like have people in this area, right?
Yeah, go ahead and give me a. Let's see. I still don't have all this stuff memorized, so I have to look at your guys' character sheets to see what this would be. Give me an underworld roll. It is the Outer Rim, so there would be pretty difficult. It'd probably be like 3 purple and 1 red die.
Jesus Christ! I asked though. All right,
Ease
I'm
of
gonna have
destiny.
Yeah, I have to. Yeah. All right. Let's see if also did I recover from that strain I took?
Yeah, you rolled earlier and I think got an advantage on something and you recovered, I believe. So you get your strain back.
Cool. All right. Think I have this right. Let's see. Nope. I don't know.
All right. So here's what happens. It takes some time to start thinking about it, and while you're thinking about it, and Doc is looking at the scanners, you notice the ship start to turn toward your direction and an alarm starts going off. On board the Trinity Viper.
I believe they are targeting us.
Indeed they are. Everybody get to gunning positions. Let's take these guys out.
Alright. So it is going to be a combat.
Oh shit.
And this is going to get weird because ship combat works very odd in this system. And we're going to fuck up the rules. So don't worry about it. So here's where I'm going to put the ship. And guess how this works, guys? You each need to open up the Trinity Viper ship and drag your characters onto the crew spots.
Huh.
Oh, cool, cool.
And also, you will have to roll from the ship as well. There is no shortcut, unfortunately, for it.
Okay, so how do we drag our?
You should be able to just click on where it says Oyen and drag it. Open the Trinity Viper sheet and then drag Oyen onto the sheet.
Ah.
And it should put you in there. And if it doesn't, let me know. Because this is a little weird. So in the actors tab, you guys are in a folder called Players.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys should see yourselves in there. And you should see the ship, because I think I made the ship viewable. And if you can't, let me know and I'll drag you in. I'm not seeing anybody in the ship at the moment, so.
Yeah, I'm like trying to drag it over and I don't know. It's
Oh,
Oh.
oh, it's just throwing you guys in as attachments. What the hell? Whoa, 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 whoa! What's happening? Hold up! Stop! 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 All right, let me fix this. Let me see if I can drag you guys
I
into
see.
the crew.
That's weird.
Hang on, let me put Oyen crew. There we go.
There it is.
Maybe I have to drag you guys in. Maybe that's what it is. Doc. And I'll throw Jindy in here, I guess, even though she's not here. Who am I missing? Am I missing somebody? Oh, I think that's everybody. Okay. So you guys see yourselves in the ship now, right? You see crew?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do you have a little edit button in there at all that says edit roll?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, pick your roles. Click on it and pick your roles on what you want to do on the ship.
Okay, when I click on it, nothing happens.
I think it's because you guys aren't the owners. Maybe everybody needs to own the ship. So let me swap that. Save changes.
So I think I could assign people to it.
Can you do it?
Yeah, I can assign people. So there's only 2 roles. There's pilot and then gunner.
And
So just
gunner.
let me know what you guys want to do. If you want to be a co-pilot or if you want to be on the guns.
I think
my gunning is terrible, so.
All right, so you'll be co-pilot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Also, get your
not
cheat sheets
trained,
ready,
but I have
guys.
3.
How's Jendy, Josh? I imagine I'll just put her as gunner maybe, but I don't know.
Let me see what she's good at. She's bad at gunnery. She's got 2 greens.
Oof.
She's good at mechanics
Got 2.
though, which would be handy. They don't necessarily need a roll. They can swap around too.
Yeah. I'll leave her as none.
And what this does is it lets you roll from the sheet. So DT, if you actually mouse over Oyen's portrait in the sheet, you'll see it pop up a roll button, I think. And I think this will roll your space. I think.
Oh, okay. So I can, if I roll over the portrait, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah. It should do that correctly.
So yeah, it says like roll for me. If I click on it, it says roll piloting space. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. All right, so this is gonna get a little weird. I know it's a little bit of a slowdown here while we do this, but we haven't done combat.
Oh man, it starts.
Dang.
I actually don't even hear the music. There we go. Okay. Here's the next part where it's gonna get weird. Because everybody has their own initiative. So I'm gonna drag you guys as tokens on the sheet here. Just make sure you set them to combat. Or I can do it for you. Just set you guys to combat. And then we just go to the encounter button at the top, which will be the cross swords, and then just roll your initiative in there.
Hold on,
I'll
the
roll
music is a little loud. I gotta lower it.
Yeah, you guys can change the music yourselves in the music
Yeah, I had
tab
to
if
do
it's
that
too
'cause
loud.
that shit was loud.
Yeah, sorry about that. I don't have a global music button. Everybody has to do it themselves.
All right.
Okay, so you were saying?
Go up to the. Let me begin combat here. Go to the cross swords at the top and roll
Combat
initiative.
encounters, yes.
Yeah. Why is it not letting me roll initiative for this character? Oh, there we go.
Doing vigilance are cool.
We have to T, right?
It's T for targeting, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Target yourself.
Oh, I need to roll as a pilot. That's what it is. I'm a dum-dum. Stop that. Stop that. I need 2 pilots. Oh my god. I'm hitting all the wrong buttons, boys.
And okay, I think that's right.
There we go. Boom. It'll be what is it? Is it vigilance or cool? I forget. It doesn't matter, really. You're not surprised. That's the big thing. And then I need to add another pilot. No. Boop, 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 boop. All right. And I need to roll for.
Hey.
Toast, did your initiative roll? Oh yeah, there you are.
I think so, yeah.
I see you on here twice for some reason. It's weird. Can I remove this? Okay. Okay. This is really weird. I'm sorry. I actually think it's cool, but I think everybody rolled initiative, so we'll do that. We'll fix that next time. So it's much like the other combat, which is not a ship combat. Except there are some differences, but player characters still get their own turns and they can go on their turns. I'll play Jeudy, for the sake of you guys being equals here, and also I'm not going to worry about these tokens are just on the side. I'll be rolling from the ship. All right, so we're at the top of the order. It's player character. It is anybody can go here, but I would recommend your pilot probably wants to make the first move. I recommend to look at the cheat sheets for if you have them. I gave them to you guys, and you can download them if you want.
They should be there, yeah.
DT on the ship token, by the way. You have 3 things on there that you can put in. One of them is HP. It's the green one, and then if you click on it, you should be able to see it. At the top is the system strain. That'll be the blue one. And then the lower right is your speed. If you click on your token. For Trinity Viper.
So I click on the token.
Yep.
All right, I got it open.
Do you see the, if you right click on it, do you see the 3 zeros.
The 0 at the top, and the 2 on the bottom, and the 1 on the
Yeah.
left.
Don't worry about the one on the left.
All right,
The
so two on the bottom and the 1 up top. Yes.
so the one on the bottom left, that's green. You see that
The
one,
green
right?
one. Yeah.
That's your trauma.
Okay.
The blue one at the top is your strain, and the white one at the bottom is your speed.
Okay.
Which didn't put on these tokens, but I need to put those on these tokens really quick. Give me 2 seconds. As you guys can see, I'm totally prepared for this, guys. I
Okay.
need to put speed on here. Speed. Speed. Update token. 2 seconds. 2 seconds. God. I'm sorry for the delay. Ship combat is a little weird in this game, but I'm sure we'll get used to it. Okay. So we're at the top of the order. Oyen, what do you want to do? I'm gonna let you go first. I'm targeting out specifically because you are the pilot here for this top spot.
Yeah. Let's see. I gotta look at this sheet here.
There's a lot of things you can do here as well.
So we are going to we're gonna move closer to Z95s.
So you want to use your maneuver to accelerate? Your speed is currently 0.
Yeah. We're gonna I'm looking at the cheat sheet here. Let me see. Yeah, fly or drive. Yeah, for in this case, fly. Let's see, speed. Okay, hold on. Where's the ship at? Ship is in the middle.
Ship is in the middle.
So
Your
we're
speed
at
is
long range right now.
Yeah, so your speed is currently 0, DT. You guys stopped when you came out of hyperspace. So you can't fly, technically, yet. You'll have to accelerate with maneuver to move your speed up to 1.
All right, cool. So we'll do that then. Yeah, accelerate.
You want to accelerate, you move your speed to 1. You can add that into the token. I can do it for you, too. So here, I'll just do it. So your speed 1s. You still have an action. Now, some of these actions are pilot only, guys. If you see them in the sheet, I don't know if it actually says which one. Yeah, it'll say, what's pilot only and what's not. So, you still have actions if you want to do any of these.
I'm going to jam their vehicle systems.
Okay.
For communications, and I see that it is computers to purple, so I will roll that here.
Absolutely.
So I roll it from.
You can roll it from your character sheet if you want to.
Okay.
Because all rolling from the sheet's gonna do. Sorry, from the token from the ship is gonna be piloting. Sorry.
Oh shit! Hold on.
So as you can see, ship combat a little complicated.
So it was two purples computers.
2 purple computers. Yep.
All right, let's roll it. Let's see. Computers. Here you go. I'm gonna also use a destiny point.
Yep. Go ahead.
So I'll do that, and I get to upgrade one of my greens for a yellow, right?
Yep.
All right, here we go.
Hey, success and advantage.
All right, cool. So they're jammed.
Their communications are jammed. With your advantage, DT, I'll give you this. They are Black Sun Z95s. They are emblazoned on the side. You notice that'll be your advantage spending here.
I will, as we're do that, I let everybody.
Looks like we're dealing with the Black Sun here. Got a closer look at him.
That tracks.
All right.
That's certainly good to know.
Okay.
Suppose
And
that
that'll
is my
be-
turn. Yeah.
That'll be your turn. Whoever wants to go next. Now, it's going to be a little slow here at the start because of we're just kind of getting started here. But there are things that you can do. Whoever wants to go next.
I can go.
Sure.
And
Let me see what I can do about their guns, so they're not blowing us up. And I will slice enemy systems.
All right. I am going to spend a destiny point to upgrade that check to 2 purples and a red.
2 purples and a red. All right.
Because as you start the slicing process, you notice that this seems a little bit more difficult than normal. Maybe they have some sort of jamming technology on board their systems.
Ooh.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, good.
Ooh.
6 successes. Wow.
Whoa.
That is one. That's a triumph short of a maximum success there. That's pretty good.
Okay. On a successful check, reduce the defense of one zone on the target vehicle for 1 round per success. All right.
Well, I couldn't shut down their weapons, but I've made them a bit of an easier target, I think.
That is, you definitely did. Yeah. Yeah, their systems are sliced. Which one did you want to do, by the way? Which ship? This one or this one?
Let's say the one closest to this one.
This one. Got it. All right. So for the next 6 rounds, he has no defense.
Jesus.
Well.
Because you rolled really high. Yeah.
So Doc will shout, that one right there, blast all the shit out of them.
All right. Anything else, Doc? That was your action. You technically still have a maneuver, but I don't know if there's anyone that you could do.
I don't.
Shit, sorry.
No.
You're good.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know. If there's really any maneuvers I can help with, so.
Okay.
We'll call that good.
All right. That's right. I forgot. You can double click out of the fucking thing. Who wants to go next? It can't
Are
be
they-
Doc or
Are they in range to shoot?
They're not within. Actually, what is the range on the Trinity Viper's gun? No, they have to be in close range.
Well, you know.
I think Markus will. What can I do?
There are actions you can take. There are.
I try.
Quite a
We already
few
sliced
actually.
in. Yeah, no, we already sliced in. We already did the thing. So. Can I try spoofing missiles? Doing it? Or like you track incoming attacks, or disrupt the tracking systems
go
and
ahead.
shit?
Go ahead.
All right. So that's
It can be either a computers 2 purple or a vigilance 3 purple.
all right. I'll use what's the name? A life point
Okay.
to. Jeez, we don't run down on them motherfuckers, ain't we? And yeah, I'll see what happens. Let's see.
3 successes. Okay. So, I lost my cheat sheet. There it is. On successful check, any attacks made against a crew member's ship or vehicle using weapons with the guided quality upgrade their difficulty by 1 plus 1 for every 2 advantage until the start of the turn. Okay. So that is a success. But yeah, that's actually useful. That'll be your turn, I guess, Bigfoot, unless you have anything else.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Okay. All right, Bayard, do you want to have a turn here? If there's anything you can do. Oh, I think we lost Toast for a moment. Well, I can make a move with Jeudy. What will Jeudy do? Jeudy will... Will scan the enemy.
Toast did say that he was gonna try to slice the other ship.
Oh, did he? Okay.
Yeah, he wrote something on
I got
Discord.
you. All right, he's gonna try to slice the other ship. I can roll for him. It will be 2 purple computers.
Unless I'm tripping, he already took one of the what's the names? The light sides. That's what he was clicking earlier, I think.
He clicked it by accident.
Oh, was it by accident?
And I flipped it back. Did he say he was going to use the force in the message? He did not. So
Nope.
I have to assume. I'm going to assume he did not. So I will go ahead and give him. And it's going to be, what is it again? It's 3 computers. Yeah. So he succeeds. He slices the other one.
Nice.
For additional rounds. 4 threats, though.
Mm. Both threats.
So with those 4 threats, his the initiative for this character will drop to the end of the round. We'll do it that way. On the next turn. So right now, it is now the NPC's turns. They are just gonna spend... I'm not sure if you can... Let me look. I'm gonna rule in the moment. Because in normal combat, you can spend an action to do 2 maneuvers. I don't know if you can do that in space combat, but for now, I'm gonna rule that you can. And they're just gonna jump their speed up 2 times each. Boom, boom, speed, and that's both of their turns. It is now Jeudy's turn. Jeudy is going to Cheat sheet. I lost you again. There you are. Thank God for cheat sheets. Jindy is going to scan the enemy, and yes. So that'll be this. Be 3 perps. And roll. Oh, it rolled it privately. Shit, I didn't mean to do that. Sorry, let me reveal those to you guys. My bad. So Jindy is successful. And here's what we learned. Scan the enemy. Learn what weapons the ship has, any modifications, and their system strain and hull traumas. If it's been, you can also learn the current system strain and hull damage. All right, so here's what you know about the ship. It has any modifications? No modifications. The weapons it has are. It has a light laser cannon and a concussive missile launcher. Their system strain threshold is 8. And the whole trauma threshold is 9. Alright. And that's what you get out of that. We are now at the top of the round. So anybody can go here.
All right. I'm going to fly the ship. Let's see. We're in the middle, so I can try moving it. If I move it to medium range,
You can only move to short, I believe, because of your current speed. And it will take 2 maneuvers to do that. According to the cheat sheet here.
to move to short.
Yeah, because you can only move 1 band with a speed of 1.
Close 2 maneuvers to change range. Ah, okay. All right, well, we'll do that then.
Gotcha. So that'll take up your turn.
Yep.
Who wants to go next? Technically, they are now medium range to you, I believe. So I'll actually move these guys into medium range. That way, that will, yeah. Sorry, my brain gets blown when it comes to space combat in this game. Who wants to go next?
We're not quite in shooting range yet, right?
Correct. You're not quite in shooting range.
All right.
I'm sorry about that. I'm back.
You're
No,
good.
no
Good.
You successfully sliced the other enemy ship, and you rolled 4 threats, which
Oh, no.
which tossed your initiative down to the bottom of the roll.
Okay.
So that's what happened on your turn. DT just moved the ship up to short range.
Could I do a which of these could I do the fire discipline?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's 3 purple.
That is 3 purple. And give me 2 seconds here. I think you have.
Oh my god.
Okay, never mind.
No,
Yeah.
no, I don't think I have anything for this.
I was gonna see if you got a boost from Jindy's advantage, but I don't think you do for this particular role.
What was hers? Scan the enemy.
Yeah, she did. Yeah, she did scan the enemy. Sorry, I keep getting slice the enemy systems and scan the enemy mixed up.
Yeah, I don't get any boosts from that. All right, so it'll just be a straight roll. What's the name? I won't use the what's the name? Light side or whatever, because we have too few. So see what happens. Nope.
It's a failure. So while you are unable to successfully analyze the opponent's tactics, Markus, what do you do that somehow gives you an advantage on this situation? And you can pass on a boost die to the next piloting, gunnery, computers, or mechanics check.
Let's say that he doesn't analyze the tactics, right? But he does see one of them, like he does notice like one of the like weapon systems being off and vulnerable and shit on the ship that we fucked up, and the timing and the necessary timing and shit, and he'll call it out to whoever takes the shot, like when the time comes, of like which angle is the best one to like hit it. And can we say that's how he gives the boost?
Sure.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Sorry, I was thinking of something. If that's your turn, who wants to go next?
I think so.
Doc can go next. And Doc is going to try to co-pilot. He's going to help give a little bonus.
Okay. That'll be 2 purple die, and you will get a boost die as well here.
Ooh, a boost die.
Yes.
Where is my pilot skill? There it is. This is pilot space, right?
Yes.
Okay, add a boost die. And roll.
Oof.
No.
Dang.
Okay, so Doc, in what way does you fumbling you know what? I have an interpretation for this. Doc, while you were sitting there trying to co-pilot, you accidentally hit the speed modification and you throw it up into 2nd gear. You are now at 2 speed, and that will be how you spent the advantage.
Ooh, sorry. I'm not used to being in the cockpit.
as the ship kind of lurches at the sudden increase in speed. All right, Doc. I think that'll be it for your turn.
Yeah, that's it.
It is the NPC's turn, who are going to, currently at a speed of 2, move into short range with you guys. And is going to attempt to open fire on you. With its light laser cannon here. Yes. Light laser cannon. I forgot how you... Starship attack difficulty equal or 1 larger, smaller silhouette. What is your silhouette? Silhouette is 3. Okay, it is equal. So it will be 2 purple. Yeah, okay, the box knows. It's telling me the right thing. Close that. Get out of here. It's gonna shoot at you. Light laser cannon. Oh, why does it do it in private? Stop rolling private. Reveal to everyone. It gets 1 hit for 6 damage. Minus your armor, I believe. So it'll be 3 damage total to your whole trauma DT. So it flies in and lets off a little burst of fire there with its cannons, which I don't believe. No, it's just has the linked quality, correct. And that will be that one's ship turn. This one's gonna fly into shore also as well and open fire. Same thing. With its light blaster cannons. It misses, but it gains an advantage, which I'm gonna say opens you up and passes a blue die onto its next enemies. Oh, sorry, the next turnaround for the Z95s will be there. Turn. A player character can go here, either Jeudy or Bayard. Toast. Is there anything you're doing here? They're in gunnery range now, by the way. Toast. Are you gonna go this turn, or do you want Jeudy to go?
No, I mean, I'll do it since Derper's not here.
They're in gunnery range if you want to shoot or
Yeah.
something else.
That's definitely what I'm gonna do.
And you will get a boost die from Bigfoot earlier, I believe.
Cool.
Mhm. Yeah.
I will take a shot at the one that actually hit us.
Okay, I'm gonna flip a dark side on you and upgrade the difficulty. The difficulty will be 2 purples and 1 red.
Okay.
So difficulties, by the way, for space combat, and this is just for people that are watching at home. The way you determine difficulty is the silhouette, and depending on how bigger or smaller than the ship you are, that is the determination of the difficulty. I believe it says it in one of the cheat sheets as well.
Can you say the difficulty again?
It'll be 2 purples, 1 red.
Okay.
Just for the dark point. That's a hit. Which one were you shooting at? This one?
I don't remember which one.
I think it was
hit
this
us.
one.
Oh,
This
the one that hit us, yeah, that one. I
Okay.
think.
That one. Okay.
Forgot to target it.
Well, I can do the math. You hit. Like, we don't have to
Okay,
reroll that.
thank
That
you.
would be kind of shitty. It is. What do your guns do? It is 5 plus 3, 5, 6, 7, 8 damage minus its armor. Oh, you blow him away. He just explodes. There's an explosion of
Get him out of here.
exploding of death. He is dead.
Sorry.
You do suffer a point of strain. Oh,
Easy. That's to me, not the ship, right?
that is to you specifically, I believe. Yes.
Okay.
And that's you shooting. You still have a maneuver. I don't know if there's anything you can do though.
Yeah, me neither.
All right, we'll just go ahead and skip. And I think what Jindy's gonna do is gonna do damage control. I think. Space combat's weird, guys.
Yep.
So that's gonna be a mechanics, 1 purple. Purple's gonna crush this. Who
What's he doing?
going to recover the whole trauma, damage control.
Okay.
He's not gonna shoot because you guys are probably gonna blow this one out of the water next go round. So 3 successes heals. You recover 3 whole trauma, DT.
All right, so
Or
we're
he-
back to nothing.
Back to full. Nice. So Jindy
nice.
starts working on the ship, hops up, runs around, starts doing some work. We're at the top of the round. This one is dead. He's in close range. DT, you could take a shot. Or you could do any of that other stuff in the cheat sheet to give an advantage or whatever at this point.
Let's see. I think since it's here, I'm just gonna try to take it out myself. So
Go for it.
let's fire. So what do I? Let me see.
You just change your roll to gunner if you want to, and then just shoot from their character sheet. From the ship's character sheet, rather. Or whatever. It doesn't matter. Whichever one. Which gunner are you using? There's 2.
I'm gonna be using. Let's see. How do I? roll this? Wait a minute. I think I'll just roll it off of my sheet because
Yeah, you could do that
one
too.
is a little confusing.
Yeah, it's a little weird.
So let
Just
me
roll
see,
gunnery. Three
gunnery.
purple dice.
Well,
So you.
I got a triumph with a failure and a threat.
Okay, so here's what happens. You miss the shot. What a weird dice roll to have to interpret here. If you have any,
Right.
what do you think, DT? Is there anything in here that kind of hits you as a?
So I didn't hit the ship, right? So man.
Maybe here's what happens if you don't have anything. His speed drops -1, and the next shot against him will have a boost die. How about that? That'll do
Sure,
that.
that works just fine.
Because that is a weird dice pool to interpret. Okay. So you took a shot. You still have a maneuver, DT.
Yeah, maneuver. Let me see. That's,
And your speed is +2. It's not. Oh, sorry. Yeah, there it is.
I'm going to. I'm gonna, since we're like right up on it, I'm gonna angle the deflector shields. So from the direction that it is like able to shoot at us from, I'm gonna just move him on that side.
I got you, DT. But however,
Yes.
dang,
Or actually, you know what?
I don't think you
Scratch
guys
that.
have any deflector shields.
Do we not?
No, see, if you look at isn't deflector shields your defense, Loki? If you remember any of this,
I think so. Yeah.
so you guys technically don't have any deflector shields. You are all on armor right now.
Oh shit.
This is weird because I feel like when I made this ship, I added more stuff to it. But okay. Okay. Well, that's fine.
We can look after the game if you want.
Yeah, whatever. It's fine.
If there's something missing.
Let me see.
I think the big
There-
strong thing with you guys is like you just have a lot of armor.
Right.
Or not
There
armor.
was some stuff
trauma.
on my stuff that didn't transfer, like my cyberware and stuff didn't transfer when I imported. So it might have been the same thing with your ship.
Yeah, we can double check after the game.
Not sure what else we can do here. I guess we'll I was thinking to stay on target, but that's you have to like be like moving, right?
You know what? Here's what we're going to do. Just because I have to double check. We can double check after the game. For now, I'm going to give you what the default YT has for angled shields, which is a shield in the front and shield in the back. So if you want to change it around, you can.
Well, yeah, I was just gonna move it towards like the direction of like where it has a shot at us,
Yeah, I got
like
you. I
in
got you.
that direction, basically. Although I don't know if we'll need it if you guys take it out, but
You can do stay on target. Is that what you're doing?
yeah, stay on target is what I want.
Yeah, we'll do
trying to
stay on target. That'll make it so you can upgrade an attack check by 1 to hit and be hit
Yes.
next turn. So that's a straight upgrade. That would turn a green into a yellow. That's not a boost die.
Cool.
Okay. Who wants to go next?
I mean,
And
I'll
take
try
a
to
shot.
blow it up.
All right, Gunner.
Could I go?
They are gonna go
before
2
you?
for 2.
Do or do not, there is no try.
Sorry, which of you is going? Is the Bigfoot one? Who's going here?
You can go Bigfoot.
Yeah, I wanted to. I just wanted. I want to try the fire discipline again.
Okay.
See if I could add some more to this. So, give me 1 second. Sorry.
No, you're good.
Where the fuck is it? Here. Okay. So add that. Sure. I'll flip a what's the name?
Mhm.
And let's see what we get. Nope. Nope. Didn't work.
Okay.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, okay. So is that all you want to do, Bigfoot?
I don't know if there's anything else I can do.
Yeah, the space combat's weird. Okay, so that's probably your turn.
Yeah, that's it. So
Toast, you
Alright,
can
as
do
long-
gunnery. It'll be upgraded once, and I believe there's 2 blue die.
There's a boost from somewhere, at least one.
I think there's 2. And then an
I think
upgrade.
did I pass one on? Or
I know I
no,
pa- I know I passed one on,
from
right?
Oyen. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
Come on.
I think there's a blue in here somewhere.
Okay,
There's
what's
2
the
blues and an upgrade.
okay. Yeah.
The force is on your side. Blow this guy out of the water, guys. You can do this.
Okay.
Yeah,
it's
take
fine.
them out.
3 purple will be the difficulty.
3 purple?
Yeah.
Okay, let me target first.
That's just the default.
Gunner.
You pretty much only have to hit this thing like once.
Okay. Jesus.
All right, it's dead as fuck.
I think
Kaboom!
that's a
Yeah.
crit, isn't it?
It's a
With
big
3
hit right
threats?
there.
So much threat.
Oh no, you need
You need
for
advantages to
crit,
do
that's right.
crits.
Yeah.
You blow him out of the sky. Kaproon. That is the end of combat. All right, I am. All right, we can end the music. All right, the adrenaline of combat wears off of you guys as you notice that the wreckage of the outside ships have the images of the black sun on it. So we can go back to the galaxy map because we're done with combat. Also, guys, I know space combat's a little wonky. It takes some getting that is one of the things I know people don't like the most about this game at times is the space combat's a little weird. If you're watching and you have critiques about us getting rules wrong, man, you're not the one playing. 'Cause it's hard to keep track of all that stuff. You guys did great though. So yeah, you guys, the adrenaline wears off. The ships are destroyed, and you are free to continue on over to the Lambda derelict if you so choose.
Yeah, I want to move the ship closer to the Lambda.
Yeah. So you maneuver the ship over.
Turn
and
on the flashlights. You know how the
Yeah.
ships be having them.
Yeah, and you
Good look at it.
can give me a perception check actually with 2 purple die.
Okay.
DT. Ian.
Hey.
You just suffer 2 strain. But you can tell that this Lambda has blaster damage on the hull, and it has a big hole in the front of it, and you see a new Republic body kind of come floating very gently out of the hole into space, as it kind of floats away in a mix of the debris.
Yeah.
You notice like the uniform of a New Republic, like soldier guard.
That's a New Republic officer right there. As I like just point towards the blue floating body and just space.
Well, that's a shame. I'd imagine that the New Republic won't be too far along, having the Black Sun also being aware of this derelict. So we should probably wrap up our business.
Let's get what we came here for. What was that again, Marcus?
It was just goods and whatnot, right? It was like whatever was inside.
If it's any kind of salvage that you can get from it.
Any
basically.
salvage we can get.
Okay, gotcha.
Any salvage.
All right, well, let's pick it up and get going, I guess.
All right, so who's gonna put on their spacesuit and go for a ride into the ship to do some searching?
Marcus, I don't think we should. I guess he'll say.
I'm gonna stay because who knows, what could happen. So I'm just in case we need to, move. I'll be here, and yeah. So Marcus is going.
I'll stick on a gun then.
I can go. I can get into the computer's manifest and maybe see what was on the ship.
Cool, yeah. Sounds like a plan then.
All right.
All right, so
suit up.
Marcus and Doc, gotcha. Okay.
Yep.
You guys suit up and you attach yourselves to the Trinity Viper.
Docking port.
Yeah, whatever you need to be attached to. Just hope they don't start having to speed away or you're gonna get dragged along like a pair of wedding cans on a limo. But
well, let's try to do this quickly, man. Let's go.
Quick, we move.
So you guys are able to spacewalk / swim your way over into the Lambda class shuttle, and you can see as you look. This is just, you don't even need perception checks to see this. Is just blaster damage on it. There are numerous boxes littered around that you start gathering up. Doc, you wanted to try to get into the computer systems?
Yeah, and if the systems are powered down, I can siphon some power from my suit to power up a unpowered device.
Sure. Yeah, so you powered up just enough to kind of get into it and get a little computer screen readout. Go ahead and give me a computers check, 2 purple, 1 red, because I'm going to flip a die to make it a little bit more difficult for you, Doc.
All right.
Look at this.
So that's an upgrade. 2 purple, 1 red.
2 purple, 1 red.
Okay.
I don't think I can help with this.
So it is a success, and what you get is a Doc, a readout that says it's a prison transport ship transporting a high security classified prisoner to an unknown location and from an unknown location. This is heavy duty security on this particular computer system. Duh.
Oh my. This was a prisoner transport. Not your run of the mill cargo run.
Well, that could complicate matters, but there's no reason for it, say. And okay, so we've gotten that off of the computer, right? And all right, cool. So I guess Marcus will take a look around the rest of the fucking shuttle and see if there's anything else.
Give me a perception, Marcus. 2 purple.
Yeah.
There are bodies and whatnot kind of littered around, so. And there are probably still some boxes and stuff. You gather most of the obvious things.
Gotcha. I will do that so I can do this because we gotta see. Nope. I cannot perceive things. It's impossible.
Yeah, it's just too dark in here, Marcus. Like, even with the lights and everything, and there are occasional sparks, and unfortunately, while you're looking around, you accidentally bump up against some loose cables that kind of, Doc kind of powered the ship just a tiny little bit. It was enough to send a jolt through this cable that kind of hits you, and you take a strain, damage a little bit of strain there, 1 strain, and yeah, you are all able to kind of gather up what you can find on the ship, and you start hauling it back to the Trinity Viper.
Yeah. And also for the manifest and shit, like there wasn't any extra information, anything with it, right? It was just the that it was a prison transport, but it didn't have like a destination or anything, right? Or
correct. It's classified.
Classified. Would it have been possible to try and like break into the classified documents, or
it's based on Doc's role that he already made.
Yeah.
It there's not enough there. Like it's just kind of missing as well
Gotcha,
to kind of
gotcha.
piece that together.
Yeah.
But it was a
Well,
prison transport. You got that
gotcha.
enough
Just
of that
assuming it was
information.
like need to know info, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's real dark
Did we
stuff.
get
All right. So
Did we get a name, like who the prisoner being transported was, or that wouldn't?
probably
the
wouldn't
file.
pertinent. I don't think so.
It was not referred in
Hmm.
uh,
Gotcha.
in the docs. Very black ops. That's the word I'm looking for. Very top secret.
This was very black book, very they didn't want anybody to know who they were transporting or where. And there was some very intentional steps to prevent that.
Yeah. Well, it seems it was dead or not here anymore. So
While
gather
they're
whatever we
still
can
on
and go.
there, I'm gonna talk to them on the comm link.
How's it going over there? You guys, you got what we came for? You find anything useful?
A little information. I don't know that the material of this run is particularly valuable, but we can talk in detail.
Is there any bodies on here in like not Republic officer uniform, like a prisoner or somebody that is different or stands out?
Give me a perception check. See if you can find anybody. Most everybody you've seen just with a basic look normal, like just from like new. If you've seen New Republic uniforms, that's for the most part. But give me a perception check.
What difficulty?
Two. No. I'll do 3 purple. 3 purple ought to be.
Tree purple. Okay. Yeah. Nope.
It's not our strong suit, you know.
Nope.
DT, as you're sitting there having this communication, an alarm starts going off in the cockpit. It's
now what?
there are multiple hyperspace targets going to be jumping into the system soon.
Hey, you two. I just got an alarm. Multiple objects entering in from hyperspace. Grab what you need and come back. We need to get out of here.
Yes, I do believe that is our cue to leave.
Let's move. So I assume we just grabbed if any of these guys had like blasters or whatever shit on them and everything, we just grab whatever's there.
Whatever you
Yeah,
can
the
grab.
dip. Yeah.
And then you head back to the Trinity Viper.
Mm-hmm.
And I need an astrogation check, DT, or from whoever's plotting the course to get back to, or to at least get out of this area.
Yeah.
Because you don't have a drop-off point yet, so we're it's kind of like, where do you want to go?
I'm just trying to get out of here. Let's see. Let's go. So I can kind of see where we are, right? Like in the map and everything, like on the star map. All right, so we're gonna go to just trying to think of something that's close by that maybe isn't dangerous. Uh, I don't really. Okay, we're kind of close to it, so I'm gonna pick a planet. I'm gonna what's it? Do the astrogation check. Jesus, can't even talk.
It's okay.
I'm gonna do the coordinates for the nearby system just to kind of go somewhere a little bit more friendly. We're gonna go to Naboo over here.
All right. Give me
Just to kind of have somewhere like in general.
can you ping Naboo for me too, by the way, just so I can see where it is?
It's
Oh,
right
right
over
here. I
here.
see it.
Yeah, I was just looking at the planets nearby, and I'm like, let me just pick something.
I got you.
close by.
All right, yeah. This will
Alright.
be actually a pretty easy hyperspace jump. So go ahead and do an astrogation with 2 purple die. Actually, DT, you're
Yes.
sorry. If you just want to roll a boost too, you get one from your droid. I'm not gonna make you redo the roll, but if you want to
Okay.
add in if you just want to roll a blue die, just to see if you get anything out of it.
Yes.
I should have told you before that. That's on me. Yeah. Okay. You guys power up the hyperspace nav computer and launch into
Off we go.
into hyperspace. And but as wow, it took forever for it to play on my end for some reason. So what happens is the Trinity Viper takes off into hyperspace, but we stay behind on the Lambda. The camera stays behind on the Lambda class ship. And as you guys enter into hyperspace and zoom out of view, a squad of about 5 or 6 X-Wings come out of hyperspace into the Lambda's purview area, and that is where we're going to end this week's session
Man.
of Blasters and Bandits, guys.
That could have been terrible.
That's why I'm like, bro, we need to get the fuck out of here, man.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Oh Lord.
Just a squad of X-Wings rolling in. I'm like, dude, get what you need. Let's go.
We gotta go.
I hope you guys had fun. I had fun running this game.
Oh,
Yeah, that was cool, man.
It was great.
I know space combat is a little weird, and it takes some getting used to. But yeah, let's do XP. Let's see what'll happen this session. I'll give you 15 for the time played, so 3 hours, 5, 10, 15. Let me look through the chat log here really quick. DT, you get an extra 5 for rolling a triumph. Bigfoot, I think you rolled a triumph pretty early, so you get an extra 5. And I think somebody else rolled a triumph. I think it was Doc. Rolled a triumph in there somewhere. I know you did.
15.
Yeah, so
and then
you
5 here. Right?
and then another 5 for you, and another 5 for DT, and I think another 5 for Doc. I'm gonna say it's Doc because I'm pretty sure. I could have sworn you rolled a triumph somewhere in here, Doc. I need to start writing this shit down. I'm gonna give you the extra 5 anyway, even if I can't fucking find it. And then another 10 for the combat. So
30 altogether.
yeah.
Sweet.
And Derper's not gonna get any because he's not here.
Hey, man, sucks to suck, I guess.
So yeah. That's gonna do it for today's show. Let's do shout outs, guys. Do you have any shout outs? Anything you wanna shout out? I'll go first. I want to thank my players for joining me once again for Blasters and Bandits. Shout out to my artist Mac, who finally got us a logo for the channel and Twitter and everywhere for Heroes and Fables, the channel. Shout out to everything happening at Star Wars Celebration. Watching all the trailers that dropped for Ahsoka was fucking dope. I have a reaction to that on my YouTube channel. Go check it out if you want to see us. If you want to see me not be able to breathe for like all 3 minutes of that trailer, or however long it is, and see me be pretty much speechless the entire time, go watch it. It was good. So just shout out to all of those things and to my players as always for joining me. I love playing Star Wars, and we are getting our feet under us. I know it can be a little wonky, especially with the space combat. I know I brought that up again, but it takes a little getting used to game systems wise. Especially with the Foundry module that lets you add people into the ship as part of the crew. I don't think we're going to do that again. I think we'll just, what are you doing on the ship, instead of just throwing you guys in the ship thing. That's a little weird. But yeah, those are my shout outs. DT, do you have any shout outs?
Much like Josh was saying, shout out to everybody coming out to not only playing here with us, and those of you who were here watching the stream and hanging out with us, much appreciated. Yeah, again, I just everything Josh said about Celebration is super hype. I can't wait to talk about it on the podcast on Monday.
Yeah,
with him, it's gonna be a blast. We got a lot to talk about, a lot of good news and announcements and all that. And then I also reacted to the Ahsoka trailer, so go over my YouTube and check that out. Coming up for me, I'm gonna be doing some streams as well. As usual, gonna be trying to finish up Sir Whoop-Ass, and then we'll see after that, because Jedi Survivor is coming up. I originally wanted to start Dragon Age, but I think with Jedi Survivor coming up, that might not work out too well, because I don't want to pause Dragon Age to play Jedi Survivor. So I'll probably do some other stuff, smaller stuff in the meantime until then. But yeah, that's what I got coming up. Thanks again, everybody, for coming out and playing more Star Wars. Can't wait to be back next week.
Hell yeah. Derper, do you have anything to say? Do you at all? Really? Nothing? This? Oh, a gonk? I see.
gonk.
I got you. I appreciate you. Bigfoot, any shout outs, buddy? Anything you want to talk about? Any shows you've been watching that you might want to recommend? Any books? Anything like that you just want to shout out right now?
No, shout out to everybody coming playing the game. Shout out to you for GMing and make just such a fun time and everything. Like y'all was saying, the Ahsoka trailer was crazy. Really hyped to look into a lot of the shit that's been dropping around Celebration and everything, about everything going on. There's a lot of dope Star Wars shit coming and happening right now, and I'm just excited for it all.
All right. How about you, Toast? Do you have any shout outs you want to give, or anything you want to talk about? Anything you've been watching?
Not really. Just you, everyone who came to play, everyone who watched. So it was a lot of fun. Yeah.
All right, and Loki, any shout outs for that you want to give, my friend?
Well, shout out to the whole crew here, and Josh for putting it together and giving us a venue to play in. And then, of course, always shout out to my my significant other, my partner in crime, Valhalla. She's got her channel, so a lot of times whenever you see her playing, I'm on there too. So you can check us out there.
All right, guys. That's gonna do it for I almost said the Clockwork Cantina. For Blasters and Bandits.
It's the wrong day, Josh.
Yeah, I know. I'm not used to streaming on any day except for Mondays. Thank you all so much, and we will see you guys next week. Bye-bye.